I don't know how the first video of this playlist, and after checking my spreadsheet 10 times to make sure everything was perfect, which all the formulas and everything about it is perfect, I still made a mistake. And watch for the end too, because I have a cool tip on actually how to do spreadsheets for real estate. I'm supposed to post a vlog style video today, which I hope I can still get out, but I need to post this one first because I'm gonna tell you 3 big things in this video. 3 things that are very important that you can always take away in business or really whatever it is you do. And ultimately, that's what I try to do is I want to provide you information that's useful to anything that it is that you do, because most of the principles in one business also apply to other businesses. So here it is. Number 1, mistakes suck. I hate making mistakes. You get that like sinking feeling of like, oh my God. And then you kind of start turning like red. It's horrible. Mistakes suck. And then you have to go out and the best thing you could do is say, I did make a mistake, but I'm gonna make it right, and here's what we can still take away from it. That's my point of view, and that's what I'm always going to do. Anytime I make a mistake, I'm gonna own up to it, and I'm gonna share it with anybody that is, whether it's for you guys in these videos, or for clients, or for family. What you can always guarantee is that with me, you're gonna get the brutally honest truth. Number 2, spreadsheets suck. Here's the thing about spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are awesome after you've already sort of formulated an idea, or you've done some rough numbers like napkin math, and now you're just really using the spreadsheet as a tool to verify information or ideas that you have outside. But if you use the spreadsheet to generate ideas, you generally lose logic. And that's exactly what happened in my passive income video yesterday. Oh, interjection, if you haven't yet seen the original passive income video, just see the video that was posted right before this one. Watch that one first, learn all the stuff, then come back and watch this one and get some bottom lines and little oopsies I made. And before I say what the mistake is, I want you to know that everything in that video is still true. You can still write off Tim or D, appreciation still is what it is, principal pay down still is what it is, the numbers that I gave you still are what they are with the exception of the tax part, which I'm going to talk about in a second here where I made the mistake. And the biggest takeaway of all is that a tenant is basically paying your loan off for you. After 30 years, you own this property and a tenant paid it for you and you didn't pay essentially any taxes on that money you received because you have all of these additional tax benefits. Spreadsheets are very binary. You think yes, no, black, white, on, off. The formula is correct or it's not. But what spreadsheets fail at is logic. They're not good at telling you what other information you're missing. And sometimes one missing piece of information can totally screw you. For example, I used to do all of my pre-listing presentation work on spreadsheets. I'd adjust for all the square footages of comparable sales and everything. The spreadsheet was awesome. Except this one time I went to a listing presentation, I met with the owner, and I thought, hey, let's price the house for $699. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in like this really, really desirable area, which, yeah, that's high for a 2-in-1. And it was kind of in bad shape. It had 3 dogs and 3 cats living there. I mean, it smelled like dogs and cats. It was tough. So we were thinking, let's go $699 as is. And it was based on my spreadsheet. All the comps were saying, oh yeah, like $680, $690 if you're lucky. But here's the thing, my spreadsheet didn't include an adjustment, and I don't even know how I could do this, but it didn't include an adjustment for housing inventory. The day I went to that listing presentation was 30 days after the most recent sale. And in those 30 days, housing inventory fell 30 to 40%. So guess what happened? I didn't get the listing. They listed it with somebody else who listed the house as is for $729. They did nothing to it. And I'm a big fan of prepping a house before. And the spreadsheet screwed me. The house sold for $10,000 over list because I failed to recognize inventory. Now that was a long time ago. I don't really make those mistakes anymore. I just make other mistakes. But that was another example of how that lack of logic that a spreadsheet can provide you, they're not tapping on your shoulder going, hey, what about this variable you're missing? Or what about this? Let's just go through this together. Properties, debt, this is all right. This is where the mistake was, and this is the problem of spreadsheets. The spreadsheet is awesome, but in my opinion, this is what screwed me. And now I feel like a total loser, and I feel like crap. There it is. It's right there. I highlighted it in yellow. It's taxable income on rent. I even said it. I said taxable income on rent. But the bottom line, the whole grand scheme of things is you still want to take these concepts away. So we're going to show you why the number was wrong. The concepts are still valid. And everybody's numbers are going to be different. So it really doesn't matter much because even if these were just made up numbers, it still give you an opportunity to learn about the concepts concepts of real estate and the benefits, but I want to adjust these to the real number. So this right here is where the problem is. Taxable income on rent should have been gross rent. That was the big mistake. Back up here in the chart, I took the cash flow number, multiplied it by 12 to get the cash flow, and then only tax that. But I need to tax all of the rent I get because of course it's income. Now, I still get to offset that with all of the awesome tax benefits I get, but the total rent, the $10,450 times 12, which actually means I have a tax impact of $50,000. So you can still see that my total tax benefits of $53,000 are still greater than the rent. So I pay 0 taxes on all of that money tenants are giving me to pay off my debt, to pay the repairs on the house. Real estate still has really awesome principles. But had I caught this, I would have made the same exact video and just said, makes me $115,000 instead of $160,000. So I sincerely apologize to anybody that I misled. Hopefully this clears that up. And if you have more questions, A, there are gonna be more videos coming out about this, but you're always welcome to B, leave a comment and I'll answer. The cool tip on actually how to do the spreadsheets for real estate, start with a piece of paper first. Get all your ideas on a piece of paper. I think I can buy a place for $480,000. I think I can put $80,000 into it, so I'm at $560. $20K for holding costs, so I'm at $580. $40K for selling costs, so I'm at $620. If I sell it for $650, I think I can make $30,000. If I now did all of that in detail on a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet said I was gonna make $80,000 on the deal, I know I missed something. So the tip is paper first, napkin first, then verify in the spreadsheet. But if you use the spreadsheet to create your ideas, you risk this same problem.